Ever wondered what it's really like buying one of those abandoned storage units?
Oh, yeah?
Like you see on those storage war shows?
Yeah, where they're finding all kinds of crazy stuff.
Exactly, like hidden treasures left and right.
Right.
Well, we decided to do a deep dive to get a reality check.
A reality check.
Yeah, and we found this awesome YouTube video by Stevie Sells.
Okay.
He's a pretty seasoned reseller.
Hmm.
Usually sticks to thrift stores and online arbitrage.
Oh.
But after getting tons of requests from his viewers,
Oh, so the people wanted it.
yeah, they wanted it. He finally took the plunge into storage unit flipping.
Interesting. So,
A little bit, yeah.
those shows make it seem so exciting?
Yeah, they definitely romanticize it.
Romanticize the whole product.
But Stevie learned pretty quickly that it's
It's a lot different.
a lot different in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like for starters, it's not all like dramatic in-person auctions anymore.
Oh, really?
Stevie actually found and bid on a unit online
Online.
through a website called Storage Treasures.
So that's a big shift, right?
It's a huge shift, right?
Yeah.
Moving those auctions online
Mm-hmm.
definitely changes the dynamics.
Yeah, for sure.
So Stevie said he learned how to spot potentially valuable units
Okay.
just by looking at the photos and descriptions online.
Oh, wow.
And he ended up bidding on one that seemed really promising.
Okay. What was in it?
Lots of boxes, furniture, even a glimpse of what looked like a safe.
Ooh, a safe.
I know, right? So he snagged it for $780.
Not bad.
But then the website tacked on like an extra $100 fee.
Oh, so those extra fees are something to watch out for.
Totally. And that's not all.
What else?
The website had this whole bidding timer thing
Okay.
that would reset every time someone placed a bid.
Wow.
Stevie said it was super frustrating.
I bet.
But he got caught up in the heat of the moment.
Oh, yeah. FOMO.
Total FOMO, right? And ended up paying more than he initially planned.
Yeah. Those platforms, they know what they're doing.
They know how to play us.
They're playing on our psychology, you know?
Yeah, like our fear of missing out.
Exactly.
But, beyond all the technical stuff like the website and the bidding,
Mm-hmm.
Stevie encountered this unexpected emotional element.
Oh, really?
He went in thinking about, potential profits.
Right.
But he wasn't prepared for the weight of knowing
Knowing what?
that he was basically dealing with someone else's lost belongings.
That's got to be tough.
It's heavy, right?
Yeah, realizing that all that stuff represents someone's life.
Their memories.
Yeah.
Well,
Or I'd probably had to get auctioned off because they just couldn't afford to keep it.
yeah, it's a tough situation.
It is.
He actually talked to the storage facility manager
Oh, wow.
just to kind of understand the process a little better.
Makes sense.
And the manager explained that they try everything,
Like what?
like to contact tenants before resorting to auctioning off a unit.
So they don't want to just kick people out?
No, they try emails, calls, letters,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's just unavoidable.
Wow, it really highlights the complexities of the secondhand market.
Yeah,
This whole ecosystem of goods circulating,
right.
driven by necessity, changing trends, and just sometimes plain misfortune.
Absolutely. And grappling with all those complexities, Stevie ultimately decided
Decided what?
to donate all the profits from selling the unit's contents to charity.
Wow, that's powerful.
Right. He just couldn't bring himself to profit from someone else's tough situation.
Yeah, that says a lot about his character.
It really does. It shows that there's more to this business than just
Than just making a quick buck.
exactly.
That's
So
it.
now to the exciting part.
What did she find?
What did he actually find in the unit?
Yeah.
It was a real mixed bag.
What?
Clothes, kitchenware, even a fur coat,
Okay.
and some vintage electronics.
Sounds like a real treasure trove.
Right. There was even a locked box.
A locked box.
Uh-huh. A fancy rag and bone purse, a Nintendo DS Lite
Oh, wow.
with 30 games, a Pioneer Fire TV, and wait for it,
What?
not one, but two safes.
Two safes. Two safes. Wow. Talk about adding like a whole other layer of mystery.
Right. It's like those reality shows all over again. But this time it's like Stevie's own personal treasure hunt.
Yeah.
But before we get to the whole safe-cracking drama,
Okay.
let's talk about some of the other cool stuff he found in the unit.
Okay.
He actually gave this whole rundown of the estimated values of everything.
Oh, cool.
And it's really interesting to see what's hot in the secondhand market right now.
Yeah, like a little mini lesson in reselling.
Totally. So for example, he found this Nintendo DS Lite
Okay.
with 30 games.
Wow.
And he figures he could probably sell that for at least $60 to $80.
Not bad.
Maybe even more because it came with so many games.
Yeah, bundling is always a good strategy.
Right. Makes it more appealing to buyers.
Exactly.
Then there was this Pioneer Fire TV.
Okay.
Still brand new in the box.
Nice.
He estimated he could sell that for around $200.
Wow.
Even undercutting big retailers to offer someone a good deal.
Smart move.
Right. Got to be competitive.
Yeah.
Okay? And then there were tools,
Tools, oh.
like a husky ratchet,
Oh.
a PEX pipe cutter, even a specialized hammer.
People always need tools.
Always, right?
Yeah.
And those were all estimated to be worth anywhere from like $20 to $80 each.
Not bad.
So, yeah, seems like there's always a demand for quality tools.
For sure, even if they're pre-owned.
Okay, but you ready for this?
What?
He also found a solid brass elephant phone,
What an elephant phone.
like a full-on elephant-shaped phone.
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea what that's worth.
I don't even know what that is.
I know, right? But, someone out there is collecting those.
Someone has to be right.
Right. It's those unique and quirky items that can really surprise you in terms of value.
Yeah, for sure. What might seem like junk to one person.
Could be a treasure to someone else.
Exactly, like a collector's dream.
So speaking of things that like hold their value,
Yeah.
he also found this really nice Wilson's leather jacket
Oh, cool.
and that fancy rag and bone purse we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Brand names definitely make a difference in the resale world.
Big time people are willing to pay a premium for those recognizable brands.
Yeah, even if they're buying secondhand.
It's like you're buying a piece of that brand story, you know?
Totally. Oh, and he also found a Scarface VHS tape.
Scarface.
I know, probably not worth much,
Yeah, but it's a classic.
but it's a classic.
Yeah, total 80s nostalgia.
It's funny how something like an old VHS tape
Yeah,
can suddenly feel like a valuable artifact.
totally. It's all about context.
Okay, but before we dive into the safes,
Yeah.
can we just circle back to the online bidding process for a second?
Sure.
That timer gimmick that Stevie was talking about?
The one that kept resetting.
Yeah, every time someone bid, it really got to him.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's designed to make you spend more.
Right, it's like a virtual auctioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, whipping up the excitement.
Creating a sense of urgency.
Totally.
But in this case, it's an algorithm doing all the work.
Technology has really changed the auction game,
It really has made it more accessible.
but also introduced new ways of influencing how people buy. So it's just something to be aware of, when you're bidding online.
Definitely don't get so caught up in the moment that you overspend.
Exactly. Have a strategy and stick to your budget.
For sure.
All right, so back to those safes.
Yes, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Remember Stevie was super excited about the potential for hidden treasure?
Yeah, who wouldn't be?
And he tried everything to get them open.
Like what?
Nail clippers, a screwdriver, even a crowbar.
Wow. He was determined.
He was not giving up.
So what did he find? Stacks of cash, rare jewels, lost family heirlooms?
Well, you might be disappointed to hear.
Oh, no.
It was a bit of an anticlimax.
What was in there?
Both safes were full of paperwork and personal items.
Oh, man. No hidden riches.
No hidden riches, unfortunately.
That's too bad, but sometimes the real treasure is the journey, right?
So true. And even though the safes were a bust, Stevie still made a decent profit from the unit.
Oh, okay. How much?
After factoring in the unit price, the U-Haul rental, and estimated selling fees, he figured he'd clear somewhere between $300 to $500.
Not bad, especially for a first-time storage unit flipper.
Right. But I'm curious, what was his overall verdict on the experience?
Yeah, would he do it again?
Well, he admitted it was a lot of work.
Yeah, I bet.
And the emotional side of it really caught him off guard.
I can see how that would be tough,
Yeah, sorting through someone else's belongings.
Yeah, it's gotta weigh on you.
And he said he wouldn't personally do it again.
It's not for everyone.
But he did say that it could be a viable business for certain resellers,
Like who?
especially those who have storefronts and need to keep their inventory fresh.
That makes sense. You'd have the space to sort through everything.
Exactly, and a way to reach a lot of buyers.
So those storage units could be a gold mine of inventory.
Right. It all comes down to your personal preferences and business model.
Yeah, for sure.
But regardless of whether you'd ever actually buy a storage unit,
Yeah.
Stevie's video gives you a really fascinating peek behind the curtain of this whole industry.
Definitely, it's a reminder that there are so many different ways to make a living.
Yeah.
And each one comes with its own challenges and rewards.
And sometimes the most valuable lessons come from trying something new,
Absolutely.
even if it's not something you end up pursuing long term.
It's all about expanding your horizons, gaining new perspectives.
It's interesting thinking back on Stevie's whole experience.
Yeah.
From that initial excitement of bidding on the unit
Right.
to the reality of actually having to go through everything.
Yeah, sorting through someone else's belongings.
Exactly. It's like two different worlds colliding.
It really is. On one hand, you have this whole gamified bidding process,
Yeah.
with the timers and the
All
competition.
designed to get your adrenaline pumping.
Exactly. But then you're hit with the very real human element of what's inside.
Yeah. It's a good reminder that those reality TV shows
Yeah.
don't always show you the full picture.
Right. They focus on the drama and the big payouts.
But they kind of gloss over those more nuanced aspects.
Like the fact that these are someone's cherished possessions.
Things they had to part with for whatever reason.
Exactly.
And that's something Stevie's video really captures.
Yeah.
It's not just about the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
It's about the stories behind those abandoned belongings.
It's a reminder that every item has a history.
And sometimes that history is more valuable than the item itself.
I like that.
So even though Stevie ultimately decided that storage unit flipping wasn't for him,
Yeah.
he did offer some good insights for people who might be considering it.
Like what kind of insights?
Well, he really emphasized having a clear strategy,
Okay.
knowing your market, and being prepared for that emotional side of things.
That makes sense, and it sounds like knowing the resale market is super important.
Oh, absolutely. You got to know what sells, what doesn't, and how to price things.
Right, and you got to be resourceful.
Right.
Creative, find ways to maximize the value of your finds.
Remember that bundling strategy we talked about?
Oh, yeah.
That's key.
Exactly, and don't forget about those niche markets.
Yeah.
Sometimes the most unexpected things can be worth a lot.
Like that elephant phone.
Right. You never know.
So to wrap things up,
Yeah.
Stevie's storage unit adventure was definitely a roller coaster,
Sounds like it.
full of emotions, unexpected discoveries, and valuable lessons.
It really gives you a new perspective on the world of secondhand goods.
Yeah, and the people who make a living from them.
For sure.
And it raises some interesting questions about our own relationship with stuff
Yeah, like all the things we accumulate.
and the stories those things tell.
I know we've been talking about Stevie's experience.
Yeah.
But, what about you?
Yeah.
If you were in his shoes, what would you have done with the profits?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Would you have donated them like he did or kept them for yourself?
It really makes you think about your own values.
Yeah.
How they influence your decisions.
And it shows that even in business, there's always room for compassion.
Absolutely well said. So that brings our deep dive into the world of storage unit flipping to a close.
Wow, what a journey.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next time with another fascinating topic.
Can't wait.
Ready to uncover more hidden gems of knowledge and insight